Jonathan Majors was convicted of assault in the third degree and harassment. And guess who's mad, y'all? The manosphere. Right, so
Okay.
obviously, there's been a lot going on with the Jonathan Majors story. So we're just going to get right into it and see what some of the men in these YouTube streets have been saying.
It's like I fucking hate being right sometimes. I knew they was going to do that to that man.
What do you think about this, and why do you think they're dragging black women into this whole situation?
I can't even give you a reason to why they're dragging black women into it. It's beyond a reach. Black women have nothing to do with it. I just think that they're dragging black women into it because they don't like black women's reaction necessarily to Jonathan Majors. They want black women to support this man when it's not like he supports black women. So they're just minding their business. And I guess they don't like that.
I mean, because ultimately, who gives a damn what anybody's opinion is? It doesn't change the facts of the situation nor the case, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. You know what's so funny is like they want black women. At the end, he said that black women are just focused on the fact that he's dating a snow buddy. But like before he said that, he was talking about how basically they offered the white woman a deal. And from that moment, he knew that they were going to convict that man. And I'm just like, that's also a race play that you're doing there by saying since she's white, she got offered a deal. No, they probably offered her a deal because they wanted to know. And these aren't his first allegations. I'm putting his hands on some women. Those women prior just didn't have proof.
I just want to add that we started off with the race card, then we followed it up with the Victim Olympics, and now, and then we ended off with no accountability at all.
No, it went through so many stages for no reason. Like, how was this even in the realm of possibility? But you know what I thought was like, what a scapegoat to say, oh yeah, we're the only ones. Black women don't go through that. And it's just like, this is not even about that. Like, you're just coming up with stuff to be like, but like, poor us. Feel bad for us. First of all, this isn't happening to all of you. Did you all get convicted, or did one man get convicted for actually assaulting someone? Like, what's happening here?
The fact that he was talking about like that, you go through all this trauma and then like you turn into a monster, and then you get like you got to suffer the consequences of acting like a monster. And it's like, well, everybody has to, like, I literally got arrested okay, for freaking drama in the house, right? Nobody came and said, oh, you're a woman, you get off free, like you get out of jail free card. That's not how this shit works.
Right. You get caught doing something you're not supposed to do, you're probably going to get in trouble, more than likely. Talks about being a monster. And I just feel like that goes with the lack of accountability. Like when we're turned into cold, hard monsters, then everybody's looking at us like we're the bad guy. Well, you are the bad guy. And stop pretending as if monsters don't need something to prey upon. It's not like they're monsters and they're just chilling and they're just not doing nothing to nobody. No, they're active. Like they're out here wreaking havoc. We're going to do something about it. That's wild.
Okay.
Oh, God. So
now, mind you, we're not talking about all men, obviously. We're talking about a group of men on social media. These are the same men that drag black women, and really all women, let's be honest, day in and day out. Yet they want women, black women, to show up and defend them when shit's gone awry, when shit's gone wrong. Like, what did you expect? They're going to be like, it's not our problem.
Right, they're going to eat their food, mind their business. And I just find it funny how these type of men will police women's behaviors. Meanwhile, when men have bad behavior, there's no accountability. It's all about, well, the women, you guys could have supported us more. What do the women have to do with any of this? Okay?
You can appeal it. So many brothers, so many male comics give so much flack about why they don't date black women and how black women be giving them a hard time. But I'm telling you right now, a sister would have never took him down like that. Never.
Here we go.
From all races.
Would have never took him down like that.
From all
we stand
races.
behind our man. What?
What? What did you say?
We stand behind our men. We do. A sister would have never did that to him. A sister, a real sister, would have never done that to him.
What?
Never. Never. Do you hear me? Never.
You know, as suspected, I got up this morning and there's a bunch of videos in my algorithm and shit about the Jonathan Majors, outcome of his trial and shit. And there's a lot of female content, and you know what kind of female, saying like the downside. Well, that was Lady Boulay. She had the downside of jungle fever and shit. Downside of jungle fever, man. There's a bunch of other ones. So like this is how I feel about it and shit, okay? When I think about when I listen to what some black female content creators have to say about this case, and Jonathan Majors chasing a snow bunny and shit or whatever the fuck they terms they use, whatever. I don't even use these fucking terms and shit, okay? I don't use these terms. But, I banged a white chick in the past. I never thought like, hey, I'm banging a white chick. I said, I never thought about it, man. Anyway. Yeah, the reason I'm making a hopefully brief commentary, is because I'm looking at this shit, and I'm looking at some of these women, busted ass women. I'll get on that case later. They really they want you to have no hope, okay? Other black women, even if they don't want your ass and shit, they want you to have no fucking hope in life of having shit. They don't want you to have shit. Even if they don't want you to have shit. They want you to go down. They want you to be in a negative, codependent relationship with their ass in perpetuity for eternity, however long this planet has left before it, it goes extinct or whatever. They want you to not have shit. Okay? If they ain't the true definition of demon time, I don't know what is and shit. I really started thinking about this back when the passport shit started. They had this video of the sister with some glasses on, and she was telling dudes that they ain't going nowhere because they ain't paid their child support and shit. And they had to, you better find you a good black woman to settle down over here. And then she looked off camera and she was like, oh, do I keep talking? I'm like, who the fuck is she talking to? What a complete fucking op and shit. But I understand where she's coming from. And I understand where these women are coming from. They mad. They mad at Jonathan Majors for fucking that, with that blonde chick, that bust down blonde that he had, They mad at him. Shit, we gotta listen to this bullshit. Every time a white bitch does something to a nigga, like when that media influencer, that social media influencer, that OnlyFans model killed her Nigerian boyfriend and shit. When she killed him, they glommed that onto us too. They don't see no difference and shit. We all niggas. We all dusties. Yeah. Yeah, they want you to have no hope. The black woman wants you to have no hope. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do to you. Okay, if that's not the epitome of narcissism, I don't know what is and shit. Because, as you well know, anybody's dealt with a narcissist, and I'm not using that word fucking lightly. I'm not using that word lightly, okay? I know what a narcissist is. They have to cut you off from the rest of society if whatever you experience is filtered through their lens. Okay, they have to put you in a bubble and make you codependent, where you feel like you have to have one of them, even if they shit on you. Even if they spit on you, they stab you in the back, shit on your children, shit on your dreams, tear your shit down, force you into being, forcing a square peg into a round hole, basically. Okay, that's why we tell you motherfuckers bone out, but just ignore their ass, just shun them and shit. I just say, fuck it, man. Like, what are we fighting for? Okay, what are we fighting for? You talking some black love and all this shit? Where's the fucking black love? Nobody goes hard in the paint, except brothers about that goddamn ghetto gagger shit, okay? The fucking ghetto gaggers. That is to me, whenever I see any kind of thumbnail with a ghetto gaggers picture, and I just start laughing my fucking ass off, because I noticed somebody did a documentary on it a while back, and it got yanked down by YouTube and shit. But like the main motherfucker that be on there, on that website, like completely, literally a white devil. His name is Bootstrap and shit. When I see Bootstrap, I know that he is the embodiment of accountability for black women and shit, okay? These motherfuckers do the most insane shit to black women and shit. And that site stays up. It's been up for decades and shit. and it's all like a certain kind of sister on there. Okay, but when I see that shit, when I see that behavior on there, I used to be upset by it. Now I'm not so much. Okay, I've seen all kind of atrocities on that bitch. Okay, and I juxtapose that with the situation that Jonathan May just found himself in with his girlfriend, because women want to put that lens over him. They want to put that. It's just a dude. He has a racial injustice. He ran away from a bitch, and he got convicted for running away from his attacker and shit. Okay, he was victim shamed by the state of New York. All right, fuck you, New York. Okay, fuck New York, and fuck that governor over there. Okay, I'm serious. He got victimized from running away, somebody trying to fuck him up and shit. A bitch taking his phone. She committing larceny. She committing theft, stealing this man's valuable phone. She has no legal right to take his phone from him. She tried to take his phone, and then she tried to harm him. She assaulted his ass, and then they put out some text messages, and he was arrogant. There's no crime against being arrogant and shit. This motherfucker was on the rise. Did a bunch of shit, did some zesty shit to appease the Rainbow Mafia and shit, and it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough, man. And so he got convicted. Probably a light sentence or something. I don't know. I don't give a shit at this point. I just know one thing, Kings. Black women want you to have no fucking hope. They only want you to see them and shit. They want to play the victim while they're abusing your ass and shit on all levels. Anything they can do, they can get away with and shit. And you can tell when you go look at these motherfucking channels, they never cover any of the crimes that they do. And when they do, they give them a light. They don't go hard on the paint on these. They go hard on the paint on the brothers. Snickering and shit. Talking about, yeah, that's what you get for going with that white woman. While I'm on ghetto gaggers eating watermelon with a plunger in my stuff. I'm seeing all kind of shit on there. And you don't see no sisters fucking with that enough. No lawmakers, no nothing. They don't fuck with that, no nothing, man. They don't mess with that shit. They know where their bread is buttered. It's the only place they could go to truly be themselves. Why else would you go on that shit for decades? Why else would you go on that shit for decades? Okay, I saw a woman on there. They had bought her daughter. Her daughter had went there and couldn't do the scene. So she couldn't get her $1,000 reportedly. So the mother brought her back the next day to complete the scene and sat there while her daughter was violated and shit. And I just say, Bootstrap is the epitome of accountability for sisters and shit. And I don't give a fuck, okay? I want you brothers to know, you better stop listening to these goddamn women and shit, okay? Because they're going to tell you got no fucking hope. You let them tell you what you're supposed to do. You let them tell you what you're supposed to be in life. Okay, you let them tell you if your dream's stupid or not, okay? You have babies by their monkey ass, no matter what condition they're in, on any level. You give them a baby, and then you watch them fuck your family up and fuck your history up and destroy your legacy and shit. I don't care if you don't got no money. I don't care if you're a multi-millionaire or goddamn billionaire to a motherfucker live on the streets and shit. There's always going to be somebody there trying to exploit you, okay? Trying to abuse you. Like Oprah told fucking Rihanna and shit after she, had that shit with Chris Brown. She got lumped up and shit. So reportedly after giving him a social disease and they got into an argument. I don't know. He's always going to be an abuser. He'll never stop being an abuser. That's what I'm telling y'all ass and shit. Okay, is it so wrong? Is it so wrong after we listen to, the bald eagle tell motherfuckers to abort black male babies and shit, and then the other bitches took the ball and ran with it. Now it's just a giant machine running right off the rails. Okay? YouTube can't even police that shit. Even if they tried, they couldn't police the misandrous off of this bitch. Okay? And that's why you have my page. Okay? That's why you have my fucking page. Alright? Why I make this shit? Because I'm tired of misandry. It must die. Black female misandry must die. Okay? It's gotta die. Leave it there. Leave them by themselves. Okay? If they really was the shit, they would go somewhere and make their own fucking society and shut the fuck up. Okay? Brothers tired of listening to it. We want you guys to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay? We don't care what you have to say. shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna keep making these goddamn videos, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna keep making channels. I'm gonna keep making videos until I die. Okay? Until I fucking die.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.